A calm divorce turned into a storm. A husband and wife walked into the courtroom to end things quietly. But within minutes, secrets spilled, voices rose, and family members gasped in shock. What started as a legal separation became a public fight that no one in town could ever forget. David and Sarah had been married for 10 years. On the outside, they looked like a perfect couple. He was a businessman. She worked as a school teacher. They had one daughter, Emily, who was only 9 years old. But inside their home, things were falling apart. Arguments became normal. Love slowly disappeared. Instead of trying to fix their problems, they agreed to end the marriage peacefully. At least, that's what everyone thought. Both families gathered at the courthouse, believing this divorce would be quick and simple. Friends also came to show support. No one expected what was about to happen. At first, the hearing seemed normal. The judge asked about custody of Emily. Sarah requested full custody, while David asked for shared custody. This was a small disagreement, but it quickly lit the fire. David's lawyer said Sarah was too controlling. Sarah's lawyer shot back, accusing David of not being a responsible father. The courtroom turned tense. Sarah's parents shook their heads. David's brother muttered something under his breath. People in the gallery whispered. Then Sarah stood up, voice trembling but strong. "You want the truth. David has been hiding things from everyone." That one sentence changed everything. The judge tried to calm the room, but Sarah continued. She claimed David had been spending HOA money from their community fund. She accused him of making secret deals behind neighbors' backs. David's face turned red. He slammed his hand on the table. "That's a lie. You're just angry because I found out about your secret." Gasps filled the room. Everyone leaned closer. David revealed that Sarah had been texting another man for months. He even pulled out phone records. Sarah burst into tears, saying it was only friendship. But David's lawyer presented photos of late-night meetings. The fight was no longer about divorce. It became a war of reputation. Both families shouted across the courtroom. The judge had to call for order multiple times. Emily sat in the corner, crying quietly. The sight of their daughter in tears made the scene even more heartbreaking. As the tension reached its highest point, David's lawyer called a surprise witness. It was one of David's business partners. The partner claimed that David had indeed used community HOA money for personal expenses. The gallery erupted in shock. Neighbors whispered, so Sarah was right. David shouted at his partner, accusing him of betrayal. Sarah yelled back, saying, "This is who you really are, David." Security guards had to step inside because family members started yelling at each other too. Sarah's brother stood up and pointed at David. "Colleen, Ima fraud." David's mother screamed back at Sarah, blaming her for ruining the family. The judge slammed the gavel. This is a courtroom, not a circus. But the damage was done. What was supposed to be a private divorce had turned into a public fight, with everyone watching. In the end, the judge postponed the case. Both sides were told to bring more evidence before any custody or financial decisions could be made. But the real outcome was outside the courtroom. Neighbors now knew about David's shady dealings. His reputation was destroyed. Sarah's secrets about texting another man also spread like wildfire in the community. The couple who once wanted a quiet separation had given the town the biggest drama of the year. Emily left the courthouse holding her grandmother's hand, her face pale and sad. Weeks later, David lost his position in the community association. Sarah had to move in with her parents because gossip made life unbearable. The divorce was not just the end of a marriage. It was the explosion of 2 lives, 2 families, and a whole community's trust. Sometimes, secrets stay buried, but in this case, the courtroom lights exposed everything.